That'll be prettier. Oh, yeah. That'll be prettier. Oh, yeah. That's prettier, I think. I mean, they're both fairly pretty. Looking into nature early in the morning. It's usually pretty either way you go. Just trying to pick the very best angle where the light on my face would be just so, and my skin would look radiant, and my teeth would look pearly white. Let's pop this over here. Oh. Good morning, RJ. How are you? Good morning, Julie Flanagan. How are you? Good morning, Jack. We've got like some big names. We've got some big names watching. We got Jack, we got Julie, we got RJ, and we got Everlasting Bloom, who is creeping her way up just out of consistency into the Mount Rushmore of viewers of Coffee with Ken. Show me your watch. Mateo, I don't even have a watch on. How do you know I have a watch that you might want to see? And now I'm uncomfortable. And now I might struggle through this show because I don't have a watch on. And I'm going to have no idea how long I'm talking. And now I'm all concerned. My whole body's filled with anxiety and stress and worry. Get to the intro at 75 viewers. All right, RJ. Wow, RJ's so demand. 102. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It is Sunday morning. It is September 10th. It is, I don't even know what time it is because I don't have my watch on. I don't have my watch on. I'm a little anxious. Somebody asked if I'm really anxious. Good morning, Auburn girl. Somebody asked if I'm really 6:48. I do get a little anxious. I'm kind of weird in certain ways. I think we're all kind of weird in certain ways. I'm just learning to accept my weirdness as it is, or my quirks, or as I've used in the last couple of days, idiosyncrasies. And we all probably have them, and we're all kind of peculiar, and we're all special or unique. And depending on what the word, you call it weird and it sounds so negative, but you call it special and it sounds pretty cool. So I'm special in a lot of ways. And one of the ways I'm very special is I'm extremely particular about the seat I sit in at a table. And if I'm not in the right seat, like if I'm out at a restaurant and it needs to be in the right place, have the right view of the crowd or the door, or can't be too close to the bathroom, I'll sit and not enjoy the meal, and I'll be just fretting about it the whole time. But anyway, and another thing is not having my watch on because, I don't know, I look down to check it out. One conversation goes slowly on my show. I can always talk about my watch because somebody's always going, hey, what kind of watch is that? Is that a fake Rolex? Are you trying to pretend you're rich when you're not? You live in a shoebox on the side of the street in downtown Naperville. I know you do. Stop wearing pretend watches. Sorry. How's the weather? Wait, hold on. Don't ask me the questions, RJ. I'm doing my intro. Good morning to you. My name is Ken Tracy, Coffee with Ken. It's a little show. I fast-forwarded. What's coming in the restaurant in case it's a shooter? Yeah, Midnight Rider. You understand. Let's just having a good scene. I'm not really worried that somebody's going to come in and start shooting up the restaurant. I'm just kind of want a good scene of the crowd. See what's happening. See if there's a couple over there on their first date. See if there's a family over there with cute little babies. See if there's, just kind of what's going on. Hey, Gary, thank you so much for following the creator. I really appreciate it. I've been doing this show a long time, and it grows a little bit every day. And I'm a determined little soul, and I post these videos on various social medias. Have you ever found anyone else staring at me? I mean, I was going to make a joke, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if I've been working the room and then laid eyes on somebody. I mean, that's kind of awkward. I'm picturing a romantic movie. I'm picturing the beginning to some sort of love story movie where young lovers' eyes meet in a restaurant, and there's an awkward stare, and they kind of look away, and then they look back. And then I don't know what the rest of the movie happens. They probably get married, have 2 kids, get divorced, and life goes to poop. It's not a very happy ending to my love story. No, anyway. Yeah, this is a show I've been doing a long time, and it's a show that means something to me and feels good to me and always kind of puts me in a good mood. And But anyway, for those that have been watching a while, you know, and it's kind of important because I started my coffee a little earlier today. I'm not having my very first sip with you, but I'm having one of my first sips with you. But for those that have been watching a while, you know, it's not just a show about me talking. It is a show. Whoa, did you see it? Steam exploded. The pressure in this very handy coffee pot was immense because it's cold outside. I was going to go live and I was walking around in my PJs and a t-shirt and my slippers, which are super awesome. I had to run upstairs and grab a nice warm sweatshirt. I was actually looking for a buddy of mine owns a construction company and gave me a hoodie with his construction company logo on it several years ago. And I was looking around for that. I couldn't find it. So I went with the Coffee with Ken logo or sweatshirt. And it got me to thinking, we recently created merchandise for Coffee with Ken. And I ordered a t-shirt, and there's sweatshirts, and I'm probably going to order everything, but I'm trying to go slow. And I really want a hoodie, but then I was kind of thinking, although I think hoodies look cool, I like wearing them if I'm walking around. I really don't like them when I'm like sitting down or trying to get comfortable on the couch, because the hood, there's just a lot of, but there's a lot of material there. There's a lot of extra material involved in a hoodie. And if you're laying back on a couch or trying to get comfortable watching a movie or whatever, maybe I'm very, very horizontal a lot more than most people. I certainly used to be when I drank a lot. I don't know. There's just like a ball of material back here. So I'm super excited to order my Coffee with Ken sweatshirt, to be honest with you. But then I'm wondering, do I really love a hoodie? And these are my thoughts I have when I'm getting dressed in the morning. But anyway, as I was saying, this is a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And I'm excited to have my first sip. And I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh. Every time I have a sip of this, and again, it's the pumpkin spice. The other day, I was picked up a couple bags at my super Target of the Market Pantry, which is the Target brand pumpkin spice. And it's probably going to get boring, and I'm probably going to lose a lot of viewers. But every day, I love a good value. And again, I'm finding pumpkin spice is pretty much pumpkin spice. And the differences between the subtleties between the Starbucks, the Dunkin' Donuts, and the Market Pantry are almost insignificant. Can we mail you coffee to try on the next Kenathon? First of all, I'm not sure Kenathon has 2 N's in it, RJ. Does it? I don't think it does. Oh, hey, Lynn Cherry, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you watching it. There you go, RJ. Please. Can we mail you coffee to try on the next Kenathon? Sure. I think my key grip is working on a P.O. box. Yeah. You know, I like to compare myself to Marky Mark. Honestly, it's because I have a man crush on Marky Mark. And whenever we're discussing business strategy or social media strategy, and my key grip brings up, well, you got to do this, this, and this, and this. And I go, well, do you think Marky Mark does? And his name's not Mark Wahlberg. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark. I hope you're not offended. But Marky Mark does, do you think Marky Mark does this, this, and this with his social media? And she goes, my key grip goes, you're not Marky Mark. It's like a dagger. It's a dagger through my heart. It is a dagger through my heart. Good morning, Norma. You've been on before because I told you you're my grandma's name. I mean, you're not my grandma's name, but your name is my grandma's name. I like how names kind of go in cycles, and what's old is new, and what's new is old. And I've got a beautiful baby girl named Eve, and I mean, I don't know how many Eves are running around. And she's honestly not running around. She's crawling around quite quickly. But I wonder, I bet you Eve was a name from the past at some point. And I'll bet you in the 1920s there were a lot of Eves being born. And it kind of went away. And now that we named our daughter Eve, it's probably going to become super trendy and popular. I was named after my great-grandmother. I'm enjoying some hazelnut coffee. Angela, cheers to you and your hazelnut coffee. Oh, yeah, Patrick Klopp, my coffee is hot. Let's have another sip. All this talk of coffee is making me thirsty. It's hot, and it's pretty chilly outside. Fall is coming. We were driving around yesterday. I was looking up in the trees. Oh, yeah, I was driving, looking around in the trees. Hopefully I was doing at least kind of moving my eyes back and forth. All that people watching with which I talk about gives me a lot of practice of moving my eyes around quickly. So don't worry, as I'm driving down the road, I'm not spending too much time doing this, I hope. But anyway, I noticed the leaves were changing a little bit. And Julie Flanagan up there in Oshkosh, I bet you the leaves are changing up by you even quicker than here. And again, just coming outside and sitting outside and feeling the crisp air, and feels good and feels exciting. What's my plan today? Well, I'm going to church, I believe, at 10:45. I'm waiting for a text from my daughter. Iman, yes, thank you. It is pretty. And waiting for a text from my daughter and make sure she's going. I am a twice divorced man. My daughter, I have two older daughters. They live in Oswego, which is probably 10 miles from here. And on Sunday mornings, I meet my oldest daughter, who's a lot like me in that she's a warrior. She's tall. She's frets. She's kind-hearted. She's my big girl. And I love that she meets her dad out to church on Sunday mornings. And I don't know, that she's searching for her own spirituality without any influence of me, as I do the same. And yeah, and I bring my little nugget of love, as you guys know. I got two little babies from my second marriage, Eve and Augie. And Augie is short for August, for anybody wondering. I struggled with the name. He's a great little Augie right now. I love him as Augie. I'm happy with his name. But when we were discussing names at the hospital, I'm not sure how much say I ever had. Because August, I was born in August, and to me, August is a month. It's 59 in the West Central Ohio this morning. Yeah, Patrick, it's probably... Augie is Austin. Well, it could be Austin. Where is the best playground? In Naperville, RJ? Where is the best playground? There's so many good playgrounds. There's so many good playgrounds. And depending on the weather and what I'm looking for in a playground and I'd go to various playgrounds. If I'm with some slightly bigger kids or some with really good climbing equipment. If I'm with my babies, we got different needs because we want more little kiddie equipment. If I had to say my favorite playground in Naperville, all things considered, is the one along the Riverwalk, just west of downtown. And I don't know if it has an official name or not. It's just west of Centennial Beach. And it's along the DuPage River, which makes it pretty. It's got a lot of big trees. It's often shaded, and for any parents out there, you know the value of shade on a playground, because there's some great playgrounds. There's one at Nike Park on the north side of Naperville, and it's a great playground, tons of cool equipment, but there's not a tree in sight. Let me tell you, during the summer, the last thing you want to do is be sitting out, pushing your kid on a swing, baking in the sun. You know, so I think the one, okay, so I'll say the best playground is the one on the Riverwalk along, the DuPage River, just west of downtown. You like that one in DG? Yeah, well, okay, if you're going to open up my search to all sorts of places, there's one in Downers Grove along Dunham Road, just north of Downers Grove South, which is kind of confusing when you say it like that, at a school, and I can't remember the name of the school, but it's probably got the best stuff. It's probably got the best stuff. You know, if I was a kid, it doesn't have roller coasters, but it almost does. Not really, but I mean, it's pretty cool. There's a lot of fun things to do if I was a kid. How hot has it been in Texas? Big Red said it's been so hot here in Texas. Good morning, Sandy Shepherd. Good morning from Texas. Happy Sunday, Jordan. We got all sorts of people hopping on, and I so appreciate that. Sandy Shepherd is moving up my rankings. She's not yet to the Mount Everest of viewers, because she's only been on for a week and a half, and she might fade away. She might stop watching. She might get bored of Coffee with Ken, although when you think about it, how could you really get bored of Coffee with Ken? Sometimes I get bored of Coffee with Ken. Not doing it. I always enjoyed doing it. But I've got probably 20 hours I still need to edit. I was editing a video the other day, because I always edit these and chop them up and put them on various social media platforms. And I was editing a video the other day, and halfway through it, I talked about seeing the Barbie movie. And I probably saw the Barbie movie almost a month ago. And I did a quick review and an analysis of the movie, which I thought sucked. That'll be even a quicker review of the Barbie movie. It sucked. But I was thinking it's so out of date, because the Barbie movie came out, I don't know, 5-6 weeks ago. So I need either to leave all that past video content behind, because it takes a long time to edit it, or really hammer down and focus and spend about, I don't know, 3 straight days catching up, or stop doing lives. Stop doing lives. And I can't stop doing lives. As a matter of fact, the pace of the lives is picking up. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'm creating various other reasons to go live. My coffee breaks with Ken. Oh yeah, they're almost famous as well. And my hottest, newest spinoff, Thoughts from the Gym with Ken. Actually, I don't say with Ken, but I do say Thoughts from the Gym. I think I did episode 14 yesterday. I think somebody asked me, I know who it was, RJ asked me to do 21 push-ups. I don't know, RJ. I don't know. I'm on a strict workout schedule. I mean, when I say strict, I don't mean strict at all. I go when it's convenient, but I go like 4 times a week. I mean, I do 21 push-ups. I'm not scared. And, hey, RJ, thank you. Thank you, RJ. Well, now I'm going to throw out the wish they make another Aquaman movie. That's interesting. I like superhero movies. Was the Aquaman movie good? That's one that I've never seen. Was the Aquaman movie good, Big Red? I assume you think it was, because you're wishing they'd made another one. I assumed it was just kind of a beefcake movie with that guy with the Jason Momoa. I wonder if he was like from the Pacific Islands. I assume he had to be, or like Hawaiian or something like that, because he looks very exotic. Deadpool's my favorite superhero movie. Deadpool's very funny. Maybe I should give Aquaman a try. I mean, is Big Red USA Army possibly could be a woman. And not that I'm against women. I love women. But Big Red USA Army could be a woman that liked a beefcake Aquaman movie. And I'm going to watch it and go, this is a lot of beefcake. And it's maybe a little more beefcake than I want in my superhero movies. You know what I thought was kind of a horrible, I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, beefcake. It's kind of gratuitous male flesh just for the female viewer. And I know that before everyone says, oh, they do it all the time with women, they objectify women in every movie, you're always seeing cleavage and scantily clad ladies. I know. But we all like looking at beautiful women, don't we? But anyway, a beefcake movie that I didn't think was very good. And I honestly think the actor's above it. But he must have gotten a big payout. And I said this before, was Troy with Brad Pitt. And I think Brad Pitt's a great actor and an unfairly good-looking guy. But I thought Troy was an average at best movie with a little too much gratuitous Brad Pitt, where I'm going, this isn't fair. He's too good-looking. I wish they'd show a little less Brad Pitt flesh and work on the script a little bit more. What has Marky Mark started in it? Now I a guy. Okay, so Big Red, you're not just doing it because they show a lot of Jason Momoa. Everlasting Bloom asked a question. What is Marky Mark started in it? I don't know what that means. Hey, Wireman1, thank you so much for following the live creator. I have a ton of fun doing this show. I go live every morning at about, actually at varying times, but 6:30 seems very popular. Everlasting Bloom really wants people to like the live. I don't know. I hope you like the live. I hope you do enjoy the live. But if you smash the live, I don't know what it does. I'm worried, like RJ is a devout smasher of the live, and I'm not even totally sure how you smash the live. I think you push the screen a lot. I'm worried RJ doesn't get the full Coffee with Ken experience because they're so preoccupied with clicking like on my video. And I'd really prefer you guys sit back, relax, enjoy some coffee, than worry your pretty little faces about pushing the line. But you guys do you. I think it's important we be ourselves. I think it really is. And I don't think I could be myself as a realtor. I could be kind of myself, a half-assed version of me. And honestly, I don't think I can really be myself working at Super Target. I was a realtor for 17 years, and I started working at a Super Target because I needed a job. I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it seemed like a good place to go. But whether I was a realtor or a stockbroker, which I did for 10 years before real estate, or working at Super Target, none of those jobs, I think, could I be myself. And I think if I really wanted to be myself in my career, I'd have to run my own business. Because myself tends to butt heads with people from time to time. And myself is strong opinioned and right or wrong, thinks he knows what's best a little bit. And I'm trying to temper that and learn to, soften it and understand others and be accepting of others. But I think at my core, I often do know what's best. Or I have a good hunch, or I know the way I want it to be. And I'm kind of particular a little bit. And I don't know. I guess I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it. It might rub some people wrong. Oh, I know it does rub some people wrong. But as long as I understand me and I'm accepting of others and understanding of others and the idiosyncrasies we all have, I think there's room for all of us. And but I honestly don't think there's room for me long term. I did it for 17 years. I was going to say there wasn't room for me long term in real estate because I think I had to temper who I wanted to be and who I was and kind of, I don't know, be a certain way for everybody, for mass appeal. And I just felt that was kind of yucky. And I was thinking back, my second wife is a beautiful woman, and we would take these pictures together. We used to work together in real estate, and we would hire a photographer, and they'd do a photo shoot. And we did an awesome photo shoot on our first one and created some cool marketing cards. But on our second one, I think her and my artistic vision wasn't exactly lining up. And although we were smiling and walking along for the camera and holding hands and whatever, I think in my heart I'm going, I don't know if I like this shoot. I'm not sure I'm okay with it, where we're taking these pictures. Is this going to portray the real me? And oh boy, it didn't. Freaked me out. It freaked me out. If you ever look at like professionally taken pictures and you wonder why their smooth is so strangely, or their skin is so strangely smooth, I learned on our second photo shoot for our real estate marketing pictures why that people's skin can be so strangely smooth. The photographer completely kind of made us look like plastic faces. And I looked at myself and I went, "Ah! Who is that plastic-faced man? That is not me. That is not me." Like erased all the fine lines and this stuff. And I don't know. Felt kind of funny. Did she have realtor hair? No. I don't know. I picture realtor hair. What do you guys think of when you think of realtors? What do you guys think of when you think of realtors? We have 14 people watching. That's not that many. Maybe everyone's sleeping in on a Sunday. Maybe my video's kind of boring today. Either way, that's okay. It might be better tomorrow, or maybe not. Dolce, $6.99 at Meijer. That's a nice price, RJ. RJ must not care about my content because he's quoting various prices of coffees around. I wonder if he's actually been to Meijer today or recently, or he's just Googling, gosh, this is boring. Sunday night is primetime talk viewer for lives. But you know, if you're doing it at prime time, first of all, it's hard to do a coffee with Ken on a Sunday night, because Sunday night is the night we're wrapping down and putting the kids to bed early, and maybe watching a movie, and going to bed early with our loved ones if we're fortunate to have one, or just kind of getting ready for the next day. You guys aren't even listening to what I'm saying. Now you want a Sunday night Kenathon. That's totally not what I'm saying. I'm picturing like Norman Rockwellian family setting, tucking little babies in, kissing them on the forehead, and cuddling up on a couch, watching a movie with a loved one. And you guys want a Kenathon on Sunday night. That Kenathon, I'm still worn out. Several days later. I did a Kenathon on Thursday. It was 3 hours of, it was fine. It went quickly. It wasn't that hard. The hardest part about the Kenathon was I had to do 40 push-ups that day because I did 20 on my morning show. I did 10 because we hit a certain number of likes, and I did another 20 because I wanted to sign off and be super buff. Hello, Torin Evan. We need 21,000 likes or 21 push-ups. Good morning, Keith. See, Keith tunes in, and he's not always so demanding. Jamie Joe says she's with me. Jamie Joe or Jamie Joe? I don't even know if Jamie Joe's ever been here before, but she's with me. And that feels like we have a bond. Oh, look at the kids chatting. RN means right now. I mean, you really want 21 push-ups right now? We're up to 30 viewers. I mean, how do I get more viewers? Good morning, Jody Toady. How do I get more viewers? I'd like to say if we got to 40 viewers, I'd do 21 push-ups. I don't know that I can do 21 push-ups. I might go to the gym later today. And today's the day when I get really huge and buff. The only way I'm getting really huge right now is by going to lunch yesterday at Portillo's and eating. Oh, I think I found my new favorite sandwich at Portillo's. For those that don't know, Portillo's is kind of a famous chain in the Chicagoland area that has gone national over the last few years. And they serve, beef sandwiches and Italian sausage sandwiches and hamburgers and hot dogs and cheese fries and just great, great food. And I went yesterday to Portillo's while shopping, and I usually get an Italian. This is probably fascinating to you on a Sunday morning. I usually get an Italian beef sandwich with Italian sausage and sweet peppers, and that's my go-to. And I get it kind of lightly. They drip the au jus or whatever it's called, the sauce on it. But sometimes my bread's not moist enough. And yesterday I got to thinking, and again, I may have mentioned, I'm value conscious. Some call it cheap. Value conscious by nature. Reminds me of Naughty by Nature. Do you guys remember Naughty by Nature, the band? Hey, Jody Toady, thank you so much for sharing the live. More viewers share the live. I'll get to 40 viewers, and if I get to 40 viewers, I'll certainly do 21 push-ups. Do you guys remember Naughty by Nature? Is that OPP? I think Naughty by Nature sang OPP. I think they did. Was it the 80s or the 90s? There was a lot of really cool music when I was a kid in the 80s and 90s. And this will probably be chopped into a smaller video. And I'll be talking about Naughty by Nature, but it'll come out in like a month and a half. And I'll be playing OPP in the background. And I might get thrown off all sorts of social media platforms all at once, because we all know what OPP is. Hey, you know me. I'm down with OPP. Yeah, you know me. Gonna almost bust a move. Which is a totally different singer from the same time period. No, urban farm girl linked. I'm kind of conservative by nature. So I'm really not down with OPP. I'm kind of conservative. I'm a one-woman man. So I'm not really down with OPP. But the inner gangster in me likes to think I'm down with OPP. But it makes me laugh singing. Yeah, again. So, hey, the Reptile King joined. Do we want to talk about my desire to be a herpetologist when I was a little kid? And a herpetologist is the study of reptiles and amphibians. And I used to grab snakes and pick them up, and they'd bite me, and I wouldn't care, and I'd put them in a bag, and I'd bring them home, and they'd be my pet. One day, this snake has the whole world in its hands. The irony of that statement makes me chuckle. And the next, it would be in a 10-gallon aquarium going, what the hell just happened? I was swimming through a creek, and this King Kong-like creature grabbed me. Dumb King Kong as he is, he'd grab me in the middle of my body, and I'd go, wah, wah, wah. It scares me just thinking about it. But they would. They wouldn't want to be grabbed and thrown in a 10-gallon aquarium. They'd want to live in the wild and run free. I could do snake jokes all day. I don't know if it's funny to you, but I don't know if you noticed. I talked about the snake having the world in its hands and running free in the last minute. I'm so funny. I am so funny. My poor mother. Yeah, she was cool. She didn't really have a huge issue with snakes. I think I got a snake once for Christmas. I forget what kind it was. It was not a traditional snake. It was slightly more exotic. One time, and only one time, did I get a snake that ate mice. And as much as I understand nature's going to be nature and snakes are going to eat mice, I struggled putting a mouse in the cage with the snake. Felt bad for the mouse. Oh, I felt bad. And it was okay when it was a clean kill, when the snake got its coils properly around the mouse. But if it wasn't a good coil, the passing of the mouse was a little longer than I could handle. And I ended up giving that snake away to a friend who also liked reptiles a lot just because I couldn't handle it. Yeah. It's true. It was not a scarlet, speckled king snake or something like that, which are cool. King snakes are named king snakes because they eat other snakes and apparently are immune to the poison of some very toxic snakes, like rattlesnakes and coral snakes, which are in the United States, by the way. Can you name the 4 species that I know? I think it's only 4 of poisonous snakes that live in the United States. Oh, I can. Oh, I can. But I'll let you guys throw out some guesses. I've given you 2, rattlesnake and coral snake. For those that don't know, and they're thinking of getting their child a scarlet king snake, which patterns its coloring after the scarlet king snake, maybe to trick predators into thinking it's one of the most poisonous snakes. And they're a beautiful pattern of rings around their body of red, black, and yellow. And there's a saying for those that are thinking about buying their kids a scarlet king snake, but don't accidentally want to buy a very toxic, poisonous, will kill you coral snake by mistake. Red and black is friend of Jack. Red touch black, friend of Jack. Red touch yellow, kill a fellow. So if the red band and the yellow band touch, it's a coral snake. And if the red band and the black band touch, it's a harmless, unless you're a mouse, scarlet king snake. Don't ever say this show's not extremely educational. Extremely educational. So it looks like I'm not going to have to do 21 push-ups today because we peaked at 30. I should have done it right off the bat because when I go on, there's a lot of excitement. They're going, hey, who's this new live creator? Who's this bald man? This 55-year-old bald man with trees behind with a cup of coffee. Not that excited about my... Wait, 26. How's this happening? How's it going up? How's it going up? It jumped from 18 to 26. It jumped from 18 to 28. I was already relaxed and going, oh, no push-ups for me today. And I don't know if I can do 21. 31. How are you guys doing this? How are you doing this? This isn't fair. I don't want to do 21 push-ups. It's hard. It's hard. DJ, I am very exciting to look at. Oh, 35. 37. Is there a way? Wait, is there a way where you can like fake 39? 40. I didn't even think it was going to happen. I never thought it was going to happen. I didn't think there was a chance. I'm not warmed up. I'm not ready. I'm not even fully caffeinated. And I don't even know if I can do 21 push-ups. But I made wait, it's below. What if it dips below 40? Do I still have to do it? Hold on. Unstable connection. Lost connection. Hold on. I got to make sure. I got to get a good connection. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Wait, you're losing connection. I can't do my push-ups with you losing a connection. I don't know. Okay, good connection. How horrible it would be if I cranked out... I'm not doing 40 push-ups, RJ. Get out of fantasy land. Good connection. Yeah, all good. Okay, now, hold on. I want to tuck my shirt in. By the way, I was at the gym yesterday, and I thought, because I didn't work out the day before, I don't think, or I might have worked out the day before, but I was feeling really strong and fired up. I had a lot of adrenaline pumping through me for whatever reason, which we'll talk about later. And I thought... maybe, just maybe, I was going to get my full pull-up in. And so I set up the camera, and this is revealing too much information. But that's what's beautiful about my show. I reveal too much information. And set up the camera, tried my hardest to get a pull-up in, and I thought for a second I was going to get there. I got about 3/4 of the way up, and I couldn't do it, which is okay. But then I went back and watched the video, and my shirt pulled up. And again, I've talked about it before. I've got about 10 pounds more on me than I'd like, and I looked like my belly was hanging out. So next time I do my filming of my video, I'm going to make sure I tuck my shirt in, or I'm going to lose that 10 pounds, and I'm going to be a beefcake. You know what I'm saying? But before we do beefcake, let's see. This is going to be hard. It's going to be hard. It's going to be easy. I get to do it. I get to do my 21 push-ups. Wait, I don't know if you see what I'm putting my hands on. It's a slate. It's very uneven surface, but I'm going to do it anyway because that's how cool I am. That's 4. That's 5. That's 6. That's 7. That's 8. 9. 10. It's not funny anymore. 11. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, I did it. 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 Wasn't easy. Wasn't easy. Oh. But it's done. It's done. I don't know how you guys did it. I think there's like moderators can trick me. Because I was sitting at like 18. And I was sitting there very relaxed. And I said, oh, I'm not going to have to do the push-ups. And I'd announced that I'd do 21 push-ups if I had 40. And all of a sudden you guys ran up the number of viewers. Yeah. Sit-ups. Keith. I'm on like slate patio. Okay, somebody asked what's the plan for today. I'm going to show you. Yesterday, went to Home Depot, and we're thinking about making a little fire pit. Can you see that? We were going to buy one, and it was going to be, I like burning things. Oh, yes, I like burning things. And we went shopping, went to a couple of different places. Ace Hardware, Costco, Home Depot, Portillo's. I don't know, did I mention how good? Oh, I never told you what I ate for lunch. Maybe that'll be for another show. But as we're looking at all these metal fire pits, the idea of building our own, and yes, this isn't done. This is just laid out for a plan. I'm going to have to dig a hole and do various things. Various macho things. Maybe I'll take off my shirt while I'm digging a hole and let beads of sweat run down my body like Brad Pitt and Troy, and wipe the sweat from my brow, reach into the fridge, grab a Bud Zero, pop it open, and go. But anyway, so we bought some rocks to make a fire pit yesterday, and I'd be excited to get that dug out and set up and burn some things. Got some sticks running around the house. Sticks laying on the ground, they laugh at me when I don't have a fire pit. Oh, but I get them back. They know I like to burn things, and I feel it's kind of good for the world. I don't know if it's true. I'll tell you what, during COVID, I've always liked to burn things. I remember as a child, have a magnifying glass and lighting paper on fire, and always liked campfires, and half my life I've smelled of smoke. But, what was I saying? Burning things, good for the world. Is it really good for the world? I don't know. But I burn things anyway. I don't know. Maybe that's the end of my story. Maybe I'll think of it. Oh, real quickly. I used to get the Italian beef with the beef sandwich. Yesterday, I got the big beef. Oh, because I was talking about how I like value. I feel when you get the Italian sausage and the beef combo, that Italian sausage laying in the bread displaces any would-be beef put in the bread. So I'm assuming they use extra, Portillo's I'm talking about, uses less beef when you do a combo sandwich than if you just get the big beef. So I ordered the big beef sandwich from Portillo's, dipped, which means they put the sandwich in the sauce. It means the bread's piping hot and kind of messy, but oh, so good. And I think that's going to be my go-to. So I get more beef, and I think it's probably like $2 cheaper. Hello, Joshua Parado. Good evening to you. Bagging and stickering. Okay. You guys, I was going to chug this, but that coffee's been sitting here too long. And I got this very nice pot. If anyone's interested, go to the link in my bio where you can get this pot for the coffee lover in your life. I'm going to sell one thing eventually. I'm going to sell one thing. I sold to myself a t-shirt. I'm excited about that. Hello, not original. Joshua, where are you coming from that's good evening? That's what's cool about TikTok and various social media. I get people hopping on from Thailand quite a bit. I'm huge in Thailand. I am huge in Thailand. TikToker joined. I don't know what else I have for you. I'm starting to get kind of hungry. I don't know how long I've talked because I'm not wearing my watch, but we talked about that at the beginning. But it is Sunday morning, and it looks like it's going to be a beautiful, 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 beautiful day. The morning is cool. It is quiet outside. Most of the world's still sleeping. The sky is blue. There's only a couple wisps of clouds in the sky. No, not a hint of breeze. And it's just a day that reminds you the fall's coming, and that probably a good day to watch football. It's so weird. I mean, I assume the NFL's going today. I don't even know. That's how much I care about sports these days. But anyway, I'm going to have one more sip of coffee. Oh, it's so good. And I just want to thank you guys so much for joining. I really do appreciate you. I have a lot of fun doing this. I go live pretty much every morning, and about 6:30-ish generally in the morning. And just kind of talk about life and some experiences and some ups and downs that we all have. Oh, I hope I have some bacon in my future. Oh, do I hope I have some bacon in my future. And I'd like a little more bacon than I usually eat. So, yeah, I want a lot of bacon. Bacon's really good. Bacon's not fairly good. You know what's really good is Cracker Barrel. Cracker Barrel's really good. Everything about it is good. The coffee's good. The food is good. Even that little store out front is good. And I like the rocking chairs in front of the store out front. Do you guys know what I mean? I mean, Cracker Barrel's a great store. And I talked about it in a video yesterday. One of the nice things about Starbucks is no matter where you are, you know what to expect when you go to Starbucks. Same can be true for a lot of chains, and Cracker Barrel's one of them. You know, you're driving down the highway, maybe doing a road trip from Illinois to Florida or something for spring break. You see that Cracker Barrel sign, you know what you're going to get inside. You're going to get some good food. You're going to get some country-ish food, decent prices, nice smells, good coffee, good experience. So, yeah. What does my Sunday look like? Well, my Sunday looks awesome. My Sunday looks awesome. A lot of family time, a little church time, a little work time where I'm going to be digging out my fire pit, and hopefully I'm going to get some free time where I can edit some of these videos and catch up. Because in the back of my mind, I'm going, every time I do a live video, I'm falling further behind. But my Sunday's looking awesome. And I hope your Sunday's looking awesome as well. I hope you're having a great, great weekend. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Thank anybody that follows my page or likes my videos or enjoys my content, because it means a lot to me. And love having you guys on, and join me in the morning, or watching my videos, or subscribing to any Yeah, of my social media channels. Hey, cheers to you, Sandy Shepard from West Virginia. I appreciate your kind words. And again, I appreciate you guys for joining. I hope you're enjoying your weekend, that you're loving yourself, you're feeling good, you're forgiving yourself. And as always, I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.